Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Can you hear me now? If you can hear me now, we're going to start again. Tell me if you can hear me. Oh, I think you can hear me now. All right. Rough start. First show of the weekend. We're going to do it all again. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Vancy Experts Real Estate. I am your host, Clay Emo Canuck Clay. It is Sunday night, November the 19th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. I don't know why I had technical difficulties because I had a lot of time tonight. I had half an hour more than usual now that I moved this show to 11 o'clock. But thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for not hanging up the phone and turning off your computer. I appreciate that you are here. So welcome to all of you moderators. Do what you need to do to keep this a safe and positive space. Members, that's legends, Hall of Fame, and franchise members. Thanks for all of your support as always, and to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether in my beautiful neighborhood of Richmond, in Steveston, in the Lower Mainland, in the city, Lower Mainland, city, province, country, continent, or around the world. Thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be watching anyone else, doing anything else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you are here with me right now, I always appreciate you, and I never, ever take you for granted. So as we get going, I invite you to subscribe so you can get active in the chat section, get my videos every single day. I invite you to like this video. 47 of you in here, maybe because I did the reset. I allowed there was a 30-second delay or maybe a minute delay, as Eric mentioned. So yes, 47 of you in here. Let's get the likes up to at least 20 or so. That would be amazing. And Carol, I saw that you gifted a membership even before we started. So I'll get to that in a sec. You can support me in these ways. You can not only subscribe, not only can you like the video, but you can leave a donation and get the donation train out of the station. Actually, I guess Carol technically did. You can gift memberships like Carol has done and continues to do. I'm going to get to that in a second. Thank you, Carol. It's a $5 donation. And then it also acts as a franchise membership for someone for a full month. You can also buy your own membership, upgrade your membership, and if listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. So for tonight, there's no game to dissect. I'm not going to dissect last night's game, but I just want to talk for a few minutes about where the Canucks are at right now, and then I want to get your thoughts on where the Canucks are at, how you're feeling, just about the team, given where they are with certain things. But overall, just wanted to kind of do a check-in with you, see how you're doing, and then lay out the rest of the week for sure. So before we get going, I do want to recognize a couple things. Before I started streaming, Carol gifted a membership. So I think we got to recognize that one first, even before we came on the air, which is pretty darn impressive. So Carol, thank you for the first donation that happened before I even went live. And I believe that one went to David W., if I'm not mistaken. So thank you, Carol, for that, for your generosity. Let's give Carol some love for that first donation. And then she turns around. I just saw just a minute ago, she did another 5 donations. Yeah, Jay, be patient. I'm getting to it. I'm getting an order. Now that brings it up to a total of 6 gifted memberships from Carol. So generous. So let's give Carol some much deserved love in the chat. And these latest 5 go to Viper, Raiden Burst, Gibeon, Daniel Hammond, and KT. So there's some new names in there for sure. I know actually Daniel Hammond has gifted, has done donations on this channel before. So welcome back, Daniel. Welcome back, KT, and welcome back, Viper. And I think Raiden Burst and Gibeon are new, if I'm not mistaken. So thank you, Carol, for the 6 membership gifts, and welcome to all new members to the CCCC, Clay's Canucks Commentary Crew. We are so happy to have you for sure. That is awesome. What a great start to tonight's stream. So a light night in the NHL tonight, but yeah, actually, yeah, we'll start with this. A light night in the NHL tonight, and a couple of Pacific Division teams in action. We had Anaheim losing to St. Louis, and we had Vegas getting shut out by Pittsburgh. So both Pacific Division teams lost today, which is actually pretty good. So then when you look at it right now, I'll do the standings, and then I'll do the stats first, and then we can talk about where the Canucks have been. I was at the game last night, got a chance to see Ricky and Rosario in one of the intermissions, which was nice. They came over to me because I was hobbling around, but I'm off the scooter once again. I saw my physio. I'll tell you about that in a second. But overall, things are really, really good. And I was happy to catch up with both Ricky and Rosie at the game last night. So the 2 teams, Vegas and Anaheim, both lose tonight, which is good because those are 2 of the 4 playoff teams right now in the Pacific Division. We also know the Canucks are struggling a little bit. So where they are right now as we speak is they are still there. They are still second in the Pacific Division. You have Vegas of 28 points in 19 games. So if we win our next game tomorrow, we actually crawl to within 1 point of Vegas. So they've lost a couple recently as well. LA is the tricky one because they actually can win all 3 of their games in hand on Vegas and actually take over first place because they can get a potential 6 points out of their next 3 games, and they can actually vault past Vegas. And now Anaheim's played the same number of games as us, and they're a full 7 points behind than Seattle, Calgary, Edmonton, and San Jose. So from a division standpoint, we are in a good spot. Hey, Neil, nice to see you as well. By the way, I got your messages, Neil. I just haven't had a chance to reply to them yet, but thank you for taking the time to write, and thanks for always coming on the streams whenever you can. So then you look at let's go wild card first. And in the Eastern Conference right now, it's a nice race here. Like all these teams within a few points, Carolina, Tampa, Detroit. So some really good teams in there in the wild card race for the East. That's because surprisingly, Philly and Washington are actually the 2 teams in the Metro. No surprises, the top 3 in the Atlantic. Then you go down the Pacific Division, the Western Conference, Dallas, Colorado, and Winnipeg, all within a point of each other. And then as we talked about, Vegas, Vancouver, and LA. And then the wild card race, there's still 4 teams within 1 point of each other. St. Louis, Arizona, Anaheim, and Seattle slowly creeping up. They're 5-3-2, including their win over us last night. And then you still have Calgary, Minnesota, Nashville, Edmonton, so on and so forth. And then you add it all up. And if you want to look, not that the league division makes a difference, the league standings, but the Canucks are 4th in terms of points, but there's a couple teams that could vault past them once they get their games in hand played, and that's that's LA and Dallas. I want to recognize, I appreciate everyone here, but I know my mom always makes an effort to come in here. So hi, Mom. That's, there aren't a lot of people named Emo with the last name Emo. If they are, they're related to me. So you've seen my brother Jason, you've seen my kids Sean, Jacob, and Kayla. You've seen my wife Gail, and this is another Emo. This is my mother Joy. So everyone say hi to my mom in the chat. She watches all of these shows. and she doesn't always comment, but she does watch them, and I always appreciate her. By the way, I just got tonight's. I just got a message from a certain sponsor, and I think you'll want to stick around till 11:30 tonight. At least we're going to go to 11:30 anyways. Maybe I'll chop it a bit earlier just because I want to get to this. So I didn't announce it, but we're going to do something special tonight. So hang around for another 10 or 15 minutes and we will get to it for sure. I just want to confirm. Just want to confirm. So, but everyone say hello to my mom while I confirm this message right now. Okay, let's keep on going. So thank you, Mom, for being here. Hope you're doing well. I saw Uncle Herbie and Diane at the game last night, Mom, just in case you heard that. And then, yeah, well, a lot of nice messages. Everyone talking to everyone saying hi to Mom, which is great. Hello, Clay's mom. Hi, Clay's mom. Hi, Mama Emo. Hello, Clay's mom. Wow. Well, top 10 is pretty smart. It says you raised an amazing son. I'm not sure if they're talking about my brother Jason or me, but I'll take it as for me. But thank you, everyone. You guys are very kind. You guys are talking more to my mom than you are talking to me, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. So let's continue where we're at. So that's the standings. And then you look at the overall points. It's still Hughes, Pete, and JT Miller, three-way tie. But we have guys like Pasternak, who is only 1 point behind with 2 games in hand. Nylander, 1 point, and Kucherov 1 point behind with a game in hand. So, yeah, this might change as early as tomorrow or Tuesday, or somehow they're playing the Sharks. Hughes, Petey, and JT Miller might extend their lead. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff. Pretty exciting stuff that that the three guys are still on top. And I'd say, obviously, they've all slowed down a little bit because the team has slowed down. But I'd say Hughes and Miller are playing quite well. We know that PD struggled a little bit, and I'll talk about that in a second. But he's still leading the league in scoring with his 2 partners. So we'll see. But that's pretty exciting stuff, regardless of the Canucks struggle. So let's talk a little bit about the Canucks struggles right now. They're not brutal, but they have lost 2 in a row, and they also have lost 3 of their last 4. So we know they lost to Seattle 4-3 yesterday. I think the score flattered. It's weird. I don't think the Canucks were horribly outplayed, but I still think the score flat is in the third period. They were outplayed for sure. And then remember, they scored with only 10 seconds left. So, and they actually had a couple of chances to tie it up in those 10 seconds. But Seattle, I'd say, was full value for their victory. The Calgary game, that was a tougher one. So then the Canucks did win that emotional game over Horvat and the Islanders. But then prior to that, they had lost as well. So that's why the Canucks have lost 3 out of the last 4. I just want to make sure. Yeah, because I'm sorry. They've only lost 2 out of the last 4, but they've lost 3 out of the last 5. So I forgot, I had the Toronto and Montreal games mixed up. So they lost to Toronto, but then they beat Montreal and they beat the Islanders, and then they've lost to Calgary and they lost to Seattle. So they've only lost 3 out of the last 5, not 3 out of the last 4. And prior to that, they were going crazy. So they're still 7 games over 500 at 12-5-1, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. 7 games over 500. But when you look at it, they have lost their last 2. And I'm always interested in what you guys are doing instead of, what you guys are doing while you're watching the stream, or when I say you could be doing anything else, maybe you are doing something else while you have the stream on the background, but that's cool. I still appreciate you nonetheless. Kai, is this the same paper that was due like last Thursday night? Oh no, just finished a gaming stream. Nice. Now doing some writing and some homework. Okay, but I think hopefully you had something else due last weekend when I was streaming as well. Season is so fresh, lots of fixing up for sure. So yeah, this is what we're gonna do then. I think what we're gonna do tonight is I'll just talk for 5 minutes, and then I I'm going to put in a poll, end up being 30 pages as well. I'm going to put in a poll that I'm just going to see what you're going to say. What would you rather do tonight? And I'm going to put the options in the chat. Q&A. Okay, so I just put a poll question, and it says, what would you rather do tonight? Would you rather do Q&A, the usual, ask me questions and I answer them, or should we give away a pair of Canucks tickets? I think I know what's going to win. But I want to give you guys a chance to respond. Meanwhile, yes, Lucas, it is. Lucas, refresh my memory. It's Autism Acceptance Night, right? Not Autism Awareness Night. I want to get it right, and I know you've talked to me in the past before of how they've changed the wording around it. Yes, Autism Acceptance Night is what it's called, not Autism Awareness Night. So that's what it is tomorrow. I don't know Lucas, as we know, among others, but Lucas is a huge advocate for autism acceptance and awareness. So yeah, Lucas, I'm glad you're going tomorrow. That is awesome. And I hope you see a win for sure. Eric says the last ticket giveaway is too intense, too close to bed. So let's talk about what Rick Tocchet said. So actually all Canucks coaches have been pretty good with this. Travis Green, Bruce Boudreau, and Tocchet talks every day, right? Before game, after game. And even today, there was an optional skate and he still did 7-minute media availability. So what he's talking about right now is the fact that the Canucks have kind of gotten away. We joke around all the time, but he uses these keywords of structure and systems. And there's one other word staples. Yeah, the 3 S's: structure, systems, and staples. Like staples, not like a staple gun, but or stapling a piece of paper, but basically what are staples? What are the important parts of your game? So obviously he wants them to be hard forechecking. He wants them to support one another, wants them to be good defensively, all these good things. And the Canucks haven't really been doing it. And yes, I think Ricky mentioned it earlier, the Soucy injury does loom large because and I've talked about this before, it just makes our defense look a lot weaker, whether it's Juleson, Friedman, or Hirose. I think the Pius Suter injury has, in a small, low-key way, has really affected the Canucks as well because they're not getting a lot of secondary scoring. PD obviously is not playing 100%. That's a big thing. I think Kuzmenko was not that aggressive. He hasn't been aggressive the last few days. And of course, it doesn't get help when you get hit in the face with the JT Miller slap shot. And Anthony Beauvillier has been invisible. So there's the team isn't perfect. I'm certainly not ragging on them. I'm happy that they were 12-5-1. But there are some things that they can do a lot better for sure. And we kind of, as you guys have mentioned in the chat, and I've mentioned a few of them right now, everything from the Soucy injury leading to a weaker D, to Suter's injury for sure, need him back, to the lack of scoring from a few other players. And Demko looked human last night. It wasn't his fault they lost, but Demko was definitely not stellar last night. He wasn't bad, but he wasn't stellar. Yeah, and it's funny, Jay, you mentioned the people went up from 75 to 100, but it's not like the people were here, the new people were here to hear the announcement that we're giving tickets away. So maybe I think it just always happens. It kind of just happens that way. More people join as the show goes on. And I just realized we are going to do so we're going to do a ticket giveaway in a few minutes, and I can still do Q&A in those 5 to 10 minutes that we're waiting for entries to come on. So give me a couple minutes. Next members only Zoom. It's usually the last Sunday of the month, Fangirl. So I will be likely scheduling it for Sunday the 26th. It's always the last Sunday of the month. So that's what I'll be scheduling it for. Let me do my mid-show read already. And Shannon, the next one-on-one always is every 2 months, the first week of every even numbered month. So last ones were in October. Next ones will be in December. let me do a couple things first, and then we will put the link up for the tickets, and then we'll do some Q&A while we're waiting, and then we will draw some tickets tonight. So shout out to my primary sponsor, Vancity Experts Real Estate. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Jason, generous donor for many of the tickets that we give away on this stream. Perform and Transform, my secondary sponsor. Check them out at ptforum.com. Shout out to Gassy Jack Art, maker of the fine artwork. Thank you to Monkey Iron Brewing, my eternal sponsor. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the tiny URL, use the code, the link, tinyurl.com/VessiClay, and receive a free pair of socks with your next pair of Vessi shoes. I think they're having a Black Friday sale on right now on the site. Also, this is happening this Friday, and I just found out there are 4 seats left on the bus. So we're still trying to sell 4 more seats. I didn't forget about this. So if you want to see the Vancouver Canucks exact revenge on the Seattle Kraken this Friday, it's confirmed that the family member that's going with me is Jacob. So you want to hang around with me and Jacob a night in Seattle, then make sure you contact Neil Chark, Neil C at uniglobecarefree.ca. Remember, $649 for a return transportation to and from downtown Seattle. You get a ticket to the game, Canucks versus Kraken. It's $200 retail US. And then you get also a night at the downtown, the Westin downtown Seattle. So we leave around noon on Friday, get back by dinner time on Saturday. Again, there's only 4 seats left on this bus, but we're trying to sell it out. So contact Neil at neilc at uniglobecarefree.ca. Once again, that's Neil C at uniglobecarefree.ca. If you're looking for Canucks tickets, email me at canuckclay@gmail.com. And I'll go over this at the end of the night. No, yeah, I'll do this now, and I'll do it very quickly at the very end of the night as well. My shows this week, tomorrow night, I have Game Over with Twisted Wrister Hockey at 9:45, Game Over Vancouver. Then Canucks After Dark at 10:30 with Parker. Then I'm still going to run my games night at 11:45. So it's a little later tomorrow because I have the other 2 shows. So it's a 3-show night for me tomorrow. Good thing my voice is okay, at least right now. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the regular time at 11 p.m. Finally, before I put up the ticket link, just really quickly, I saw my physio yesterday. My Achilles tendon is healed, which I'm so grateful for. He gave me a deep tissue massage the first time ever and was pressing and kneading and poking and prodding the back of my leg, and it felt so painful, but it felt so good. So I was half yelling in pain, half screaming in bliss. And I'm not sure what everyone else in the physiotherapy place were thinking, but so that was good. So that was yesterday. Today, my son Jacob bowled in a tournament, came in 4th and it's not just a kid tournament, in an adult tournament, came in 4th, won some money, played against PBA pro bowlers and beat some of them, but ultimately he lost in the semifinals. So, but he bowled really well, including games of 268, 247. He had one donkey game, but he still did really, really well. Very proud of Jacob for finishing 4th overall in this tourney. Finally, Mitchell, reminder to all of you to subscribe, to like the video, to leave a donation, to become a member, to upgrade your membership. You can gift a membership. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. Carol, I'm going to acknowledge your donation in a second. But yes, I don't want to rush. I forgot to mention, after I went to physio, so the plan is no more scooter. The plan is no more walking boot, although I wore it to the game last night just to be safe. And it's really just walking in shoes normally, using a crutch for support for the next 3 days. And by this weekend, I can be off the crutch and just walking freely, although slowly. Although in Seattle, I might take the crutch just to be safe, just to take some of the pressure off my leg. But I can't wait. I can't wait for that Seattle trip. And he gave me a 20-minute exercise routine that I do every day, a lot of calf raises, a lot of tension work. So yeah, I've been weighing myself, and I don't want to sound vain, but I lost 5 pounds, but in the past 3 months. I thought I was going to gain because I wasn't doing any cardio. I wasn't doing any active thing. And I was trying to watch what I ate, but I was still drinking a lot of pop every day. But I actually lost 5 pounds over the past 3 months. So that was a nice, pleasant surprise. Okay, that's enough about me. I said okay again. Taylor, don't hold it against me. Let's recognize this one more donation, and then we will get into what we need to do tonight. So once again, legendary Carl Bovenlander. A $10 donation. Thank you, Carol. Hi, Clay. I'm getting a little concerned about the fact that we're in a little bit of a slide. What are your thoughts in the next few games? Well, I'll answer this, then I'll put up the link, and then I'll answer more of your questions. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Like, to be 12-5-1 after 18 games is outstanding. It's way better than anyone expected. Yeah, we were 12-3-1 before the past two. I don't like the fact that we lost to division rivals. That's what I hate. I hate losing division, whether, and this one was Calgary and then Seattle. They didn't get killed. I know the Calgary game was 5-2. The Seattle one was, but there was an empty netter there. The Seattle one, I guess, it should be a 4-2, was a 4-3. I'm really confident in this team. I really am. I think Rick Tocchet and his coaches won't let the slide too long, but I do worry that our lack of depth is being exposed a little bit. So to answer your question, Carol, and thank you very much again for the donation. Yeah, I'm not overly concerned yet, and but it's gonna be an interesting week. We have a 2 games against San Jose this week, a game against Colorado, and then a rematch against Seattle. So it's not the toughest week ever, but with that Colorado game and then in Colorado and then going to Seattle, it could be, it could be a tricky week. So we'll see. But I'm still have high hopes for the team for sure, and I'm not overly concerned yet. But thank you, Carol, for that donation. What you guys can do is you can go to this link right now, tinyurl.com/CCC Sharks. So what I'm doing, I'm going to put it in the chat right now as well. tinyurl.com/ on short notice, but sometimes we like to do surprise. Oh, shucks. Is that clickable? Oh no, I have to do HTTP. I'm going to do it one more time. So I'm going to put it in the chat right now, and then I'll pin it so you guys can just click on it there. Let's see if that one worked. I think it did. Yes. So I'm going to give you exactly 10 minutes to enter. No more, no less. 10 minutes to enter. And this is enter your details below to win a chance to win 2 tickets to, it should say Canucks versus Sharks. I think I forgot to edit it. I'm not the most prepared tonight, although I had a lot of time to prepare. So it's the Canucks Sharks game tomorrow night. So yes, it's short notice, but sometimes we like to do things spontaneously here on this channel. So the Sharks game tomorrow, and maybe you can't go because you're out of town or you're working or you already have tickets. That's fine. You can still enter if you want, but then it's up to you to give away the tickets. You can't trade them for a future game or anything like that. Just you either use them or find someone to give them to. Well, I guess technically, no, I take that back. Technically, if you win it tonight and you can't go, you can trade them for a future game, and we'll worry about that offline. So enter if A, you can and want to go to the game tomorrow. B, if you can't, you can trade them for a different game later in the year, or you can give them to someone who you think is able to go to the game tomorrow. You guys know my one rule. The one rule is you cannot be a jerk and you can't sell them. That's definitely the biggest thing. You can't be a jerk and you can't sell them. If we find out that you sell them, we are going to ban you from ever winning tickets from us ever again. Ethan Bear. So I'm going to give you 10 minutes. Ethan Bear, I think we'll come back to the Canucks. Question is when? Yeah, he was skating. I saw footage of him skating somewhere in his Canucks gear. Maybe that's the only gear he has right now. But that means he should be coming. And remember, they talked about December as being his time anyway. So maybe, just maybe, the Canucks will indeed sign Ethan Bear. The question is for how much. No, you do not have to be here to win. I will email you. But why wouldn't you want to be around for the Wheel of Names, which is the most fun thing that we do on this channel? I'm not sure if that was an insult to me or compliment to me, but yes, we are going to do Wheel of Names, likely do reverse elimination, because that's really the only way that you can do these things. Jason says I entered so many times. I need to win this one. Definitely out of town and got no luck. Entered. Hope I win. I really wanted to go. Well, let's see, James. You might win. We'll see. Justin says good luck. No, Jay, no phone calls tonight. I've learned my lesson. Well, not this late at least. Well, Harry, you might win. Let's do it. If you sell them, I'll remove you from the arena by Lucas Gates. Love it. Yes, Lucas is our man on the inside, so we will take care of it. What's the priority position at the draft in June? Let's worry about it when we get there. Fangirl. We have DPD, we have Bovenlander, we have Lekaramaki coming. We have Brustevich. So maybe we go back to forward or goalie. Yeah, but you rarely pick a goalie though in the first round. So yeah, it might be a forward this year. Oh, it's West Kelowna, Ethan Bear skating. Thank you, Kaya. Yeah, Suter is still day to day, but the concerning thing is, Ricky, they had an optional skate, so it was optional, and he did not partake in it today. Actually, I'll do one more poll just in case, because I am a man of the people. So when we picking the winner of the tickets, is it one spin or is it reverse elimination? Which, as you guys know, takes a lot longer, but it's very, very dramatic. And I'll do whatever the majority says. Do you think tomorrow is a must-win game? Hopefully they'll be able to bounce back after straight losses. Owen, I don't think it's a bounce back. It's a must-win game because we're still so early in the season. But given the opponent and given the fact that we're going to go on this little road trip, I wouldn't say it's a must-win game, but I'd say it is pretty important to win. You'll go, if you win, awesome. Gerald Bear skating Kelowna, thank you. West Kelowna Warriors. Yeah, you probably know the BCHL very well now, don't you, Kaya? Do we have to trade anyone to get Bear? We do have to make salary cap space. But then you can always make space. Like if Susie's on the LTIR, then that's $3 million prorated so if you sign Bear for $2 million contract, you technically have the space, but then what happens when Susie comes back? So you do have to think about that kind of thing. Yeah, Ethan Bear comes in. Let's say we have the cap space, then already Juleson or Friedman are both, one of them is out for sure. No, James, I trust you, but I say that to everyone, is that's the one thing you can't do is you can't sell tickets. You love Ethan Bear back. Nice. After that big battle of Alberta a few years ago where Bear fought Kachuk while the goalies were fighting. Oh, I forgot about that, Eric. I have to look that up. I'm at work. I couldn't enter. No problem, Neil. I won't be able to go tomorrow if I win, so I can trade it for a different game. Yes, I said, Zach, that anyone who wins can trade it for a different game, but we have to take, yes. But you have to tell me that pretty darn quick so I know that. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. If you enter the contest and you want to trade it, you're going to have to tell me pretty quick. In fact, I'd want to know tonight. So I'm going to ask you, and right now it's close. Reverse elimination is 52%. One spin is at 48%. So you got to vote, you guys, you got to vote. If you anticipate needing to trade the game out though, I would love to know tonight somehow. So it'd be awesome if you can stick around on the stream. Good luck, everyone, says Duffman. Why is Susie not in LTR? Yeah, they will put in their arraignment, and you can do it retroactively. So you could actually wait 2 weeks to see if he's going to make it back, and then you can put it back on LTR retroactively back to the day he got injured. So there's no harm in waiting, is my point. Just in case he actually doesn't need LTR, but it sounds like he will for sure. Good luck, Travis. Reverse elimination is almost going to get us to midnight. Yes, but that's not stopped us before. Our lack of depth on D hurts. Wish I could check out a Canucks game one of these days, but I wish those who do enter best luck. So David's good. David's out of town, so he doesn't enter. Score prediction for tomorrow's game: 4-2 Canucks. Until we hit it, I'm going to keep predicting that. Which nights are you not available due to church commitments? Wednesday. Wednesday night is my worst night. I gave up the Will Horvat game. I gave up the home opener. So that should very clearly show you that I am committed to my church commitments. But it's Wednesday night, Justin, is my only bad night. Yes, Kalamazoo didn't have their jerseys, so they had to wear practice jerseys of their opponent. Don't want to be like the Islanders and overdrafted goalie like DiPietro. Good pull, Lucas. That is true. Carol, I don't know. I'll know in about 2 minutes, but I can't go back and check right now. Canucks need to lose games so they make a trade with a struggling team, not CBJ because Damon Severson injured. Need all their right-hand Ds to fill in and won't trade with Canucks. Yeah, I know that team has been Columbus is a mess right now for sure. Taylor loves reverse elimination. Kalamazoo sounds like a fake place. Lucas Gates, it worked out for someone like Carey Price. Yes, but that is the exception, not the rule for sure. 4-2 Canucks. JT Miller scoring first. Juleson on waivers now. Myers waivers. I don't care about the no move clause. No, Edmund, Ethan Bear is going to want about 1.4, 1.5 is my guess. If we want to side, Ethan Bear, trade Juleson, give away Pullman. Juleson has to go. What's wrong, you guys? Win or lose tomorrow, they need to show a better process, relying too much on the power play. That is true. By the way, you have 2 minutes to enter, and oh my gosh, the poll is 50-50. One spin versus reverse elimination. It is 50% to 50%. Some of you just want to get it done. Others love the suspense. Oh, one spin is actually winning now. So get your vote in. It might be a one spin, a one-hit wonder. Yeah, so Neil, they gave him a standing ovation when they showed the tribute video, and they booed him a little bit. No, it wasn't like merciless. It wasn't like Duncan Keith booing, but they did boo him a little bit when he touched the puck, for sure. Friends, I'm going to have to ask you to talk amongst yourselves as I'm giving you 30 more seconds to enter. And then it is 50-50, one spin versus reverse elimination, which is pretty crazy. It is 50-50. Some people just want to see if they win. Other people love the suspense. And I am a man of the people. Usually I do reverse elimination for ticket giveaways, but I'm the one who put it in the poll, so I'm gonna honor whatever you guys come up with for sure. Yeah, it is gonna be anticlimactic, but maybe you guys want to be done the stream already. Okay, you have 30 seconds for sure. Last 30 seconds. Hey, I permanently. Taylor really wants the reverse elimination. It's still 50-50. No, Duffman, you can't change your vote, I don't think, unless you log in with a different account. You got to know what you're voting for. Yeah, Viper. I know. I did even a breakdown. I did a breakdown of that goal. You guys might have seen it on my channel. I got a lot of good feedback about it. Thank you, everyone. And I tended to say it was Barzell's fault for peeling off Hughes and then going to check Miller. But then I went to the season, and this is the last 30 seconds, and then I'll close it off. I went to the game last night with my buddy Mike, who actually plays high-level hockey, and he watched it through with me, and he still thinks that Barzell, as soon as Barzell went to Miller, that Pelech should have stepped back and be the last man back, and then Horvat should have chased Hughes because he saw what was happening. So just a thought there. Friends, I'm closing it off right now. I am still going to let you vote in that poll, one spin versus reverse elimination. But you guys talk amongst yourselves just while I get this spreadsheet ready, and then we'll decide. So I'll probably have it ready in about 45 seconds. So if you have not voted yet for reverse elimination versus one spin, you must do so now. Do so now as I get this spreadsheet together and get all of your names entered. And one thing I do check is to make sure that there are no double entries. And it's not like you guys are cheating. I think some people just get nervous that their name didn't go in. So I'll do that real quick to make sure that there are no double entries. And then we will go from there. So I'm about 15 seconds away, guys. So keep talking amongst yourselves. My data does not have headers. I'm just looking real quick to make sure there's no doubles. Oh, you guys did really well today. I don't see, you know what I love seeing? I love seeing the people that are in here that enter contests, but they never say anything in the chat, which is fine. But then Well, good. Only one of you entered by twice. Hopefully it was by accident. And you have 10 more seconds to vote in single spin versus elimination. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. One spin defeated reverse elimination. 53 to 46. So today, believe it or not, we are only doing one spin. It's what you guys voted for, and it's what we are going to do. So let me share my screen for the one spin giveaway. Okay, now I can say it because I didn't want to bias it. I actually said on a former stream once that for contests we could do one spin, but for ticket giveaways we would do reverse elimination. And I actually said that, but I'm not going to stick to it because I offered the vote and I am a man of the people. Oh, so Viper makes a really good point. Actually, I like Viper's. You guys are going to kill me, okay? I'm going to give you 1 minute to vote on this, okay? And this is what we're going to do. No, it's okay. Hear me out. I like Viper's idea. It's not the first person that it lands on twice. I spin it twice. I take those two winners, and then we play a best of 7 spin off between those two. Okay, so that's the option. Option number 1 is just one spin. So how do we pick a winner? Option number 1 is just one spin, and then you win, or 2 spins, then best of 7. So I'm going to give you exactly 1 minute to vote right now. So it does build actually a bit of intrigue. I really like that idea, but I'm not going to bias you guys. So I just spin it once, and then we get the winner, or I spin it twice, presuming we get 2 different winners, and then we do an elimination from there, like a best of 7. So I'm only going to give you 30 seconds to vote. I give you 30 seconds to vote right now. I really like the best of 7. I think that's because then it'll extend it by like 3 or 4 minutes, but it's not going to take 20 minutes. It's not going to take 20 minutes. But again, it's really up to you. I actually think that's a nice, it's a nice compromise between one spin and elimination. But I'll give you 15 more seconds. 15. Yeah, Anula, it never adds up to 100% because it always rounds down. Which, remember, Anula, that I said that because my bad dad joke today has exactly to do with rounding. So just remember that in about 5 to 10 minutes when we're done. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're going to do this. 63% of you did say 2 spins, then best of 7. Friends, I must stress this so much. I have to stress this. It is 2 spins. So if you somehow are the winner of the first spin, you cannot complain if you lose. Yeah, you can't complain that you lost. So I hereby say, whoever is the winner of the first spin, if you lose, don't complain to me that you should have won, because I'm declaring right now we are taking 2 winners of the spins, and then we're playing best of 7 between the 2 of them. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, because yeah, I don't want the first person getting upset. No, James. So picture, there's 100 people in the stream. There's about 30 to 40 different people chatting. And then there's 55 entries. And that's usually what happens because a lot of people watch the stream and they're not even logged into a YouTube account. And that's fine. They still count as a viewer, but they can't chat because they're not logged in. And I know a lot of my viewers are like that too, which is absolutely fine. Everyone understands the rules. Technically, no one should complain because you're winning tickets for free. So what I do is I randomize it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trust that if you filled out the spreadsheet properly, your name is in there. So no worries that way. Now, here's the exciting thing, you guys. The exciting thing is, don't forget, we're going to have the sound effects. So listen for the cheering. And this one is true, legit cheering. They're not cheering because you got eliminated. They're cheering because you made it. So I'll spin now. Here we go. I hope you're all excited. And this is the first of the 2 finalists right now. Wow. The first of the 2 finalists is PD. I'm just typing this out because I got to put this in a sec. 17C. PD17C is the first finalist. PD17C, are you still in the chat? Are you still in the chat? And if you are PD17C, acknowledge that you're still in the chat and let me know if you're actually going to the game, if you can go to the game tomorrow. I'm just curious. You're still in the draw. So that's one. That's one finalist. Here is the other. Here's the other. And PD, you can go to the game tomorrow? Here's the other. Here's who you're playing against. And PD, remember, you can't get mad if you lose. Because okay. And PD is going to be going against Llama Talk. Llama Talk, are you in the chat? And can you go to the game tomorrow, Llama Talk? I'm just curious I'm just looking both of you up right now to see if you're local. PD17C. Yeah, that looks local to me. And Llama Talk. That looks local to me, but we'll see. PD, I'd prefer a different game, but I can go tomorrow. No. Okay. So PD, I appreciate your honesty. Well, let's worry about it. Let's see if you win, and then we'll worry about it. Yeah, PD, if you can go to tomorrow's game, that would be the best. And like I want to be careful because I know it's don't worry so much about opponent, if they're good or they're bad. If you can go to the game, that would be a big help. It just makes it a lot cleaner. So PD, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna erase all these guys now, and now it's PETTEY 17C, and it's Llama Talk, and then you each get let's make it a nice. I want to make it smaller so it's more exciting. Controversy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's good. 5 squares each. All right. We are now into our best of 7. Whoever wins, and thank you to everyone who entered. But whoever wins, you have to win in 4. You have to win best of 7. So Llama Talk and PD, good luck to both of you. Taylor, this has to be the most anticlimactic wheel spin I've ever seen. Sorry, Taylor. I let people vote, and that's what we came up with. So here we go. Game 1. Oh, PD pulls it out at the end. It was close. So PD takes a 1-0 lead. Game 2. That's what I like to see. I like suspense. It is 1-1. You know, rarely when we do these, does it the first two games split. I always feel like one team goes up at least 2-0, but it indeed is 1-1 PD versus Lamatok. This is exciting. This is exciting. Game 3. Game 3. Oh, oh, that's an overtime winner right there. So PD wins in overtime. It is now 2-1 for PD. Yeah, actually, I'm reading all the chat messages right now. It's so funny. I will say one more thing before we go. 2-1 PD. Look at that. That's as close as you can get. 2-1 PD. Here comes game 4. Oh, PD takes a 3-1 lead. PD takes a 3-1 lead. Does PD have it in the books? All right, Lama. It's time to get to work. Here we go. Oh, Lamatok wins game 5 in overtime. It is now 3-2 for PD. That was close. That was close. How you guys feeling? Here we go. Game number 6. Oh my. Oh my. Lama jabs in the dirty rebound. It is 3-3. I can't remember the last time we've had a ticket giveaway go down to the final spin. No, we can't go best of 9. It is a best of 7. And it is 1 spin for 2 tickets to tomorrow night's game. Wow. This is big. Just got to make sure that there's 5 of each of you. Yes. It all comes down to this. It all comes down to this. It did happen last season. Okay. Good luck, PD 17C. And good luck, Lamatok. Here we go. And the winner is PD 17C. Congratulations. Congratulations, PD. Good try, Lamatok. Thank you for playing. But, I guess it's poetic justice that, sorry, Lamatok. I guess it's poetic justice that PD was the winner of the first spin. And I wasn't rooting for one of you over the other, but at least there is a little bit less controversy. PD, I'm going to email you right after the stream ends in the next 5 minutes. So please stay up for 5 more minutes. I'll email you in 5 minutes, and I just got to ask you a couple of questions over the email. So hopefully you're still here. I actually can't tell if you're still here right now, but you don't have to be. And GL says, Clay, get some sleep for a change. Friends, before I wrap up, I wanted to ask you guys quickly. Thanks, PD. Yeah, I'll email you in the next 5 minutes. I promise. Quickly, last thing. How many hours of sleep do you get a night? Not how much do you wish to get? How much do you want to get? How much do you never get? How many hours of sleep do you get a night? And I'm not going to be sarcastic. I get 4. So I'm going to highlight this for 2 minutes. Tell me how many hours of sleep you get a night. We got 7, 6, 5, 8 to 9, 5, 6, 2 to 4. That's not a lot. 5, not enough. 5 to 9, 6, 6, 3 to 4. What? 6:43. No, Jay, I don't feel tired actually at all. I have a lot of energy, especially I'm gonna crash and burn eventually, but for an old guy, I think I have a lot of energy. 3 or 11. Love the variance there, Kai. That does average to 7. 5, 4, 7, 5, 12 when you retire. 6, 8, 4. Jasper, 4. Yeah, you're too busy playing Wordle. I don't know what REM is. Is that good or bad? I want 8, 7, 11. Must be nice. Nice to see you, Neil. 8, 3 to 4, sometimes less. That's crazy. You got to be on your toes to be a Walmart greeter. 5 to 6, 8 to 9, 6.5, 5, and a 2-hour nap. That sounds good. Performance enhancing drugs. Yes, Taylor. I'm not sure my mom's still in the chat. She could answer this better. I did have a lot of energy as a child as well. You know, people who meet me for the first time, they wonder if I'm drunk or on drugs sometimes because I'm pretty hyper all the time. 5, resting eye movement. Gotcha. I thought they sang those songs. REM. 8, 10. Oh, deep sleep. Nice. Caffeine. Probably drink about half a liter to a liter of pop a day. No coffee, but pop, which is not great. And Darren in 5. Friends, I'm going to wrap up there. That was a lot of fun. PD, I will email you right after the stream ends. Llama Talk, thank you for entering, and better luck next time. And for everyone else, that sounded so sarcastic. It wasn't. Better luck next time. And thanks to everyone who entered. And yeah, maybe I'll keep reverse. I think reverse elimination is more fun, but I do recognize too that I offered a vote out, and you guys people spoke, and I listened. So once again, thanks everyone. Moderators, thank you for doing what you needed to do. Members, Legends, Hall of Fame, and franchise members, thanks for your support as always. And to everyone else for liking, for watching, for subscribing, thanks to all of you as well. Always appreciate you. Never take you for granted. Carol, thank you for the gift of 6 memberships tonight, as well as the $10 donation. I appreciate you, Carol. I thank you, Jason Lim, Advanced Seat Experts, for donating the tickets to tomorrow night's game. Thank you to Perform and Transform, my secondary sponsor, and to all of you once again for being here. On your way out, subscribe, like the stream, become a member, upgrade your membership, leave a late donation, or leave a late membership gift. If you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. And don't forget, as I mentioned earlier in the show, if you want to go to the Canucks Kraken road trip this Friday, write Neil C at unigocarefree.ca. If you want my Canucks ticket list, and I saw a bunch of you that said yes in as part of the contest, I'll be sending out tomorrow, canuckclay@gmail.com. And finally, my shows this week. Tomorrow night, I have triple threat. Game over at 9:45, Canucks After Dark at 10:30, and then games night at 11:45. It'll be a quick one, 20 minutes. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 11 p.m. as well. You guys are awesome. I'm awesome. We're all awesome. And hopefully the Canucks will be awesome tomorrow when they face the mighty San Jose Sharks. Anula, I hope you are still here, because this bad dad joke is dedicated to you. So, as always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. A farmer owned 57 sheep and asked me to round them up. I said, sure, 60 sheep. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.